Did you get the gist? I'll be doing a pre-market analysis. So this is something you don't want to miss. But I'm only speaking to my winners, the traders who want to make money from the markets this week. So if you want to lose, just go and skip to some other video. I don't know which video you want to go watch, but go and skip to our next video. But for all my winners who want to make profits and learn something new from the video, stick around and I'll see you on the breakdown. And remember, I've made over thousands of dollars from the market, so you're not going to want to miss this one. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another breakdown session with Cole Mansion. And I'll be going over some pairs as a pre-market analysis. Today is February 23, 2025. So what I'm going to do is go over the main pairs that most people trade. You know, the gold, the US30, the Dow Jones, and maybe some GBP, JPY. And I'm going to go over those pairs and show you my breakdown. So if you want to learn something and if you want to get better, you can stick around. But if you don't want to learn anything and you don't want to make any money, you can just click off the breakdown, because I'm not going to be able to help you anyways. But remember, if you want to learn something, stick around. So our first pair is the XAU USD gold. So let's look at what we have here. We see that price is constantly making new highs. So we just see price getting higher and higher. We see the market structure going up. So let we use our part 2, and this is on the daily, so you know it's extremely strong that price is going up on the daily and continuously making higher highs and higher lows. So when we see price making higher highs and higher lows, we know that at that moment the market is buying. So the market is in an uptrend. So now we are looking more at the bias for buys because the market is going up. So if we notice on the daily, the market made a new high, because we're looking at the bigger time frames now to see what's up. And what I usually do is I have my big strong zones where price is more likely to reverse from my areas of interest on the daily or the 4 hour. On the daily, I don't see anyone that is clear and closest to price now, but we can notice that price made a new high right here. So price is actually the process and at a new high. It's consolidating here, very small movement. So maybe it wants to make a pullback before it goes up, or it wants to change direction. We don't know, but we are just looking at what the market is showing us. So let us go on a smaller time frame now. Since we can't see much on the daily, we're going to go on the 4 hour. So now we realize price is making an area of support here, and we want to mark that out. So we see all this area is an area of support while price is in a new high, and this is on the 4 hour time frame. And this is what we call time frame correlations, because if it's not clear on one time frame, what we want to do now is just go to a next time frame, and I use those big zones as my areas of interest and my higher time frame, and I use them as a blue rectangle. And what I do is cover the wick. We cover the wick area. So the wick area is the rejection area, and we can move it up here to cover that part. Some of the body will get covered, but we just want to cover the main area, because this doesn't have to be perfectly accurate, because it's an area. So it's not a specific price where price just comes here and we just enter it. So no. But what we want to do now is we see price is making a clear level of support right here. So now we go on the smaller time frame now, and we see that price made a breakout structure right here. And what I do is I draw a trend line right here, and one candle close on it and one candle close above. So at the moment, price is made a clear new high. So we are not, so we draw and then I draw a vertical line tool on the confirmation candle to just let me aware that price made a new high right there. So this is what I have right now. So price pushed out of our strong area of interest on the 4-hour time frame. We can see price touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6 touches. So we know that this is a strong area of support. And you see price made a new high right here. So at the moment now the bias would be buys. So then again, I'm giving you my secret sauce for the entries. And if you want to learn more, remember, reach out to me and schedule a one-on-one. You have to, if you want to learn, you have to take action and get where the lessons are. So remember, reach out to me to get the sauce. Yes, if you want to get the sauce, you have to reach out. So I'm going to show you now my area of interest, and you see it's already playing here. So on the 5 minute, we find our area of interest for entry, and I usually do this in orange. So at the moment, we see price was already playing here because it is making a support right here. So it's failing to break and go lower. So if gold does something like this and pushes down and taps back into this zone, then we can even get an entry for buys. So this is what I would be looking at now, because I see price making this area of support right here, and we aligned it with our structure. So price made a push from a strong area of support here, and then it break above, made a new high, and then if price now taps back into this zone and gives us a support or a reaction, then we can be able to take a buy. So this is what I'd be looking for gold right now. And you know, we will target at new highs or at this resistance that it has up here. And we can possibly be able to get a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So if we have up here now, then we know that price can tap here and even go higher. And then we look at something like this. And then we put our long position tool here, because remember, for buys we want our long position tool. And this is what the breakdown that I would have on gold now. Usually on gold I would use 40 points or 40 pips, 400 points, and then we can say go for a 1 to 4, 1 to 5, depending, and we watch it price at this zone. But price can push here, so we'd watch the reaction here, and if price gives us a confirmation here and it comes to this zone now and starts to play around, then we can decide to come out, because we'll get maybe say a 1 to 3 right there. So that is the breakdown that I would have on gold. I hope you got value from this one. Or this pair, I'm going to go over next pair now, which is the Dow Jones. So that is what I will be looking for gold. And remember, if you want to learn, remember, tap in. I can say there, I have the lessons for you to help you get better. And we remember, we also have to be flexible in the market. So while I say this is my bias, I'll be watching the market as it develops, on the different time frames, and make sure we understand what's going on, because we never want to be stuck to one thing, because we never deliberately know what the market is doing. But based on things that it does, then we take action based on the action that the market did, and that is how we do it. So let us now move to the Dow Jones or the US30. We see price making some strong movement now to the downside. Price made a strong movement now to the downside. Price made a brand new low on the daily, so we know that's a strong push. Price made a brand new low on the daily, and even on the 4-hour right here, price made a brand new low right here. So we see one close on it and one close below, and that is how I confirm that price is getting lower at this moment in time. So if we know that price is getting lower, what we want to do, we want to sell. Remember, if price is getting lower, we want to sell. But we're not just going to be able to sell like that. We have to watch the price movement and understand the time frame correlation. So we know that we noticed that price made a new low, and then And structure now, which I usually use on the 2 hour or the 1 hour to get my intraday trades, this right here would be a slight structure right here, and then price, close below, and then one close. So that's our confirmation candle. Still our same thing that we're doing. And remember, we look for the strong zones as well on the daily and or the 4 hour to look where. So even though it's at 1, so we'd have to be careful at this area because price can possibly buy, but price did make a new low. So we are watching things as things develop. So I look on the 2 hour now, price made a new low, but it's coming into a strong zone on the 4 hour, the daily. So then I'd watch that. Then I go on my 5 minutes now, and the secret sauce to get to our area of interest. And this would be my area of interest. And remember, we put the bigger ones, the stronger ones in blue, and the 5 minute ones in orange. So we have that in orange, and there are actually 2 of them right here. So there are 2 area of interest. And remember, the market wouldn't make an area of interest if it wasn't important. So all of them are important. We just now have to see how price reacts at that level of area. And for the Dow Jones now, I would want to see price come back into here and see what reaction I get. Then I would look at sell, and then or it pushes right here and makes a sell. So if it does any one of this and give me a reaction, then I would have taken a sell. And this is on the US30 Dow Jones. So remember, if you want to learn what I'm doing right here, remember, reach out to me. I have the links in the description. Reach out to one of the chats and tell me that to schedule a one-on-one and you want to get better. Because if you want to get better, you have to do something to get better. And that is, knowledge is the key to helping you to get better. Because how can you get better if you don't know what you're doing? You can't get better if you don't know what you're doing. So I know some stuff that has helped me. So if you want to get help and you get assistance, remember, reach out to me. So we look at things like this, and then, as I said, we always keep adaptable and watching price as it develops. Because we are not saying that the market must have to do this. No, but we are using what works, or what we always say works, more often than not. And we set up ourselves. So now we are just waiting for price to tap back into these areas, while also watching the new structures as it develops. But based on what the market is showing us right now, that is what we're working. So remember, if you want to make money from the markets, remember, you have to learn knowledge. You have to learn the skill. And you can't learn the skill without the knowledge. So why not just shorten or have a shortcut to your success and learn it from somebody who knows what they're doing? Because I've been trading for over 5 years now. So you see, I break it down simple. I don't do the extra stuff. I just watch price action, structure, resistance, support, all those simple things. But we know how to put it together now to build a good, strong story that helps us to make profit from the market. And when I do this, I get sometimes some 1 to 10, 1 to 20 on the trades, because that is how I do it. So if you guys want help, as I said, reach out to me. Yes, and if you want to, your family is depending on you, man. They're depending on you, too. So if you're learning this skill, you have to get the right knowledge. So remember, just reach out to me. And that's what I have for the gold and the US30. We can even look at the Bitcoin, because it's the same price action. So we see now price is in a consolidation here. So this one is a little ugly. So we don't have to look at that one today. But this is my pre-market analysis for the gold and the US30. And if you guys, any other pair you guys want me to break down and show you, remember, comment that pair in the comment section or reach out to me, schedule a one-on-one so I can break it down simply to you. because you see, you know, I make it look simpler is because of years of understanding. Yes. So if you want to get better at trading and win trades and understand the market better, remember. Yes, so that's our breakdown for this week, February 2023, 2025. And I'll be doing a lot more of these, so make sure you stay tuned and look out for the videos and watch the other ones that I've posted before. And you guys can get better. You can pick up a lot of gems, a lot of sauce in these videos. And stick tuned and stay tuned for the winning team called Mansion. Because really, is there another option?